Final call for any divers wanting to do a practice dive. Announcing the dive order for the men's open platform event. Our divers in this event are Vlad Tiagli, Attila Bernatsky, and Bennett Syme-Serkon. Announcing the dive order for the women's open platform event, Zita Bernatsky. Diver number 2, Natalie Cromwell. Diver number 3, Robin Wallace. Diver number 4, Lucy Christopher. Diver number 5, Anna Wiley. Diver number 6, Corbin Wolf. Diver number 7, Emily Youth. And diver number 8, Leah Furman. Our judges for this event are judge number 1, Sean Burnett. Judge number 2, Tam McLean. Judge number 3, Jesse Peters. Judge number 4, Holly Richardson. And judge number 5, Eric Sadie. And there's been a change.
Good afternoon. Welcome to our final event of the day and the weekend. This is the open event here at Pan Am Pool in sunny Winnipeg. My name is Ken. I'm here with President of Dive Manitoba, Peter Bernatsky, as well as the owner of PSV Integrations, our title sponsor for these events. Before we head into the event, which starts any minute now, Peter, do you have any final words?
I think our event's going to start right away, but thank you very much, Ken, and thank you to all our viewers for tuning in. We're very excited to be here, and please enjoy the last event of the weekend. The Tower Open Platform event always promises to be extremely riveting. Have fun and enjoy.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Peter. We are going to go straight to the action now. And first on the tower, we have, looks like Vlad Tiagli on the tower, just dove the inward 1.5 somersaults in a tuck position, 2.2 with some great scores. Next on the board, we have Attila Bernatsky from Revolution, diving inward 2.5 somersault in a pike position from the 10 meter. A degree of difficulty, a DD of 2.8. This is a monster dive for Attila just to get this event going here. There's 6 rounds for the boys. And Attila's trying to make a statement right off the top. And here we go. Wow, what a great dive. Fantastic dive for Attila.
5 1/2, 6 1/2, 5 1/2. Our next diver is Bennett Syme-Serkon for Revolution on the 5 meter diving, 103B.
Next up, we have Bennett Syme-Serkon on the Revolution with a forward 1.5 somersault in a pike position, a DD of 1.7. He's on the 5 meter.
Judges awards. 7, 6 1/2, 7, 6 1/2, 6 1/2. Moving to the women's event, our first diver.
Attila is the leader after round 1. Starting round 1 of 5, we have the women's open 3 meter. We have Zita from Revolution. She's in the back, 1.5 somersaults in a tuck position, a DD of 2.0 from the 5 meter.
Judges awards. 8, 7 1/2, 8.
Great scores for Zita to get this started. Outstanding. Next up, Natalie Cromwell from Revolution. All divers from this event are in Revolution. So Natalie Cromwell is in a forward 1.5 somersault in a pike position with a DD of 1.7.
Diver Natalie Cromwell from Revolution on the 5 meter diving, 103B. 6 and 1/2, 7 and 1/2, 6, 8, 6. Our third diver is Robin Wallace for Revolution on the 7-meter, diving 103B.
Our next diver, Robin Wallace, with a forward 1.5 somersault in a pike position, a DD of 1.6. She's on the 7.5 meter.
Judges awards. 6 and 1/2, 6, 6, 6 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2. Our next diver is Lucy Christopher from Revolution
Next up,
on the
we have
7-meter,
Lucy.
diving 105B.
Forward 2.5 somersaults in a pike position with a DD of 2.4.
Judges awards. 6 and 1/2, 6 and 1/2.
Great dive for
6,
Lucy.
6,
Acceptable.
6 and 1/2. Next, we have Anna Wiley from Revolution on the 5-meter, diving 105C.
Next, we have Anna. Forward 2.5 somersault in a tuck position, a DD of 2.4.
Judges awards. 5, 5, 5, 5 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2. Our next diver is Corridon Wolf for Revolution on the 5-meter, diving 403C.
Next, we have Corridon with an inward 1.5 somersault in a tuck position, a DD of 2.2.
Judges awards. 6 and 1/2, 6 and 1/2, 6, 5, 6 and 1/2. Next, we have Emily Youth for Revolution on the 7.5, diving 105B.
Next, we have Emily Muth with a forward 2.5 somersault in a pike position, a DD of 2.4 in the 7.5. Here she comes.
Judges awards. 4, 4 and 1/2, 4, 4, 3 and 1/2. And our final diver of round 1 is Leah Berman for Revolution on the 7, diving 103B.
Next up, we have Leah with a forward 1.5 somersault in the pike position. She's on the 7.5 meter with a DD of 1.6.
Judges awards. 7 and 1/2, 7, 7, 7 and 1/2, 7.
And our leader after round 1 is Zita Bernatsky, followed closely by Lucy
On the
Christopher.
5-meter, 203C.
Our leader after round 1 in the boys as we segue to round 2 of the boys at the 6 Attila with a score of 46.2. Vlad, the back 1.5 somersaults on the 5-meter in a tuck position, a DD of 2.0.
Judges awards. 4, 5, 4 and 1/2, 5, 4 and 1/2. Next is Attila on the 10-meter, 107C.
Attila, after that first dive in the first round, was a monster dive. He's come back with a forward 3.5 somersault in a tuck position with a big DD of 2.7 on the 10 meter. Here we go. Really good dive.
Judges awards. 6, 5 and 1/2, 5,
Very good score.
6, 5. Bennett on the 5-meter, 201C.
Next, we got Bennett on the 5-meter performing the back dive in a tuck position, a DD of 1.5.
Judges awards. 6, 6 1/2, 7 across.
Really good dive for Bennett.
Moving to the
Our
women's
leader
event,
after the first round is Attila,
Zita
holding on to the
on
lead.
7
Bennett
meter,
closely approaching.
diving 5, 2, 3, 1 D.
Starting round 2 of the women's open, round 2 of 5, we have Zita with a back 1.5 somersault with a half twist. The free position, the DD of 2.0. Excellent dive.
Judges awards.
Let's see the numbers for this.
6 1/2, 7 1/2,
Very good
6,
numbers for
6
Zita.
1/2, 6 1/2. Natalie, 5 meter, 203 C.
Natalie, back 1.5 somersaults in a tuck position, the 2.0 DD.
Judges awards. 5 1/2, 6, 5 1/2 across. Robin, 5 meter, 203 B.
Next up, we have Robin. Robin on the board, the back 1.5 somersaults in a pike position with a DD of 2.3. She's on the 5 meter.
Judges awards. 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 3 1/2, 4, 3 1/2. Lucy, 5 meter, 201 B.
Next up, we got Lucy, second place after her first round. Lucy's coming out with a back dive in a pike position with a 1.6 DD. She's on the 5 meter.
Judges awards.
Very good dive for Lucy.
6, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 6, 6 1/2. Anna, 7 meter, 405 C. Judges awards. 4 1/2, 4 across. Corridon, 5 meter, 203 C.
Next up, we have Corridon. Corridon's in third place after the first round, coming back with a back 1.5 somersault in a tuck position, a DD of 2.0 on the 5 meter.
Judges awards.
Really good dive for Corridon.
6
And
1/2,
she's-
7,
results.
6 1/2, 6, 6 1/2. Emily, 5 meter, 203 B.
Next up, we got Emily. On the platform in the back, 1.5 somersault in a pike position. She's got a 2.3 DD on this side.
Judges
Very good dive for
awards.
Emily.
5 1/2, 6, 6, 6 1/2, 6. Leah, 7 meter, 612 B.
Our final diver here. 5, we have Leah coming back with an arm stand somersaults in a pike position. The DD of 1.8, she's coming off the 7.5 meter board.
Judges
Fantastic
awards.
dive. Caesar reports
6,
results on
7
score.
across. Returning to the men's event, Vlad, 5 meter, 303 C.
Started round 3 of 6 in the men's open. Our leader after 2 rounds is Attila. We have Vlad, reverse 1.5 somersaults in a tuck position, a DD of 2.1 coming off the 5 meter.
Judges awards. 4 and 1/2, 4, 4 and 1/2, 5, 4 and 1/2. Attila, 10 meter, 305C.
Great dive by Vlad. Next up, Attila, coming back with a reverse 2.5 somersaults in a tuck position. He's got a monster DD of 2.8, and he's on the 10 meter. Attila's our leader after 2 rounds. Let's see if we can hold on.
Judges awards. 3 and 1/2, 3 and 1/2, 3 and 1/2, 3, 3 and 1/2. Bennett, 5 meter, 301C.
Next up, we got Bennett with a reverse dive in the tuck position. He's got a 1.6 DD on it, and he's coming off the 5 meter.
Judges awards. 4, 3 and 1/2, 4 across. Returning to the women's event, Zita, 5 meter, 303C.
Next up, starting round 3 of 5, we have Zita, our current leader. Reverse 1.5 somersault in a tuck position, the DD of 2.1 on the 5 meter.
Judges awards.
No dive.
7, 7 and 1/2, 6 and 1/2, 7 and 1/2, 6 and 1/2. Natalie, 5 meter, 301B.
We have Natalie in reverse dive in a pike position, DD 1.7.
Judges awards. 4 and 1/2, 4, 4, 3 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2. Robin,
Next up,
7 meter, 301C.
Next up, we have Robin with a reverse dive in a tuck position, DD 1.8, she's coming off the 7.5.
Judges awards. 5, 5, 5, 4 and 1/2, 5.
Very good dive by Robin. Next up, Lucy.
Lucy, 10 meter, 612B.
Lucy was in 3rd place after round 2. She's coming back with a arm stand somersault in a pike position. She's got a 1.9 DD on the 10 meter for this. Fantastic dive for Lucy.
6 and 1/2, 6, 6, 6, 6 and 1/2. Anna, 7 meter, 5231D.
Look at Anna doing the back 1.5 somersault with half a twist in an open position. A DD of 2.0, and she's coming off the 7.5. Fantastic.
Judges awards. 7 and 1/2, 7 and 1/2, 7 and 1/2, 7 and 1/2, 8.
Outstanding dive.
Gordon, 5 meter, 303C.
We got Corridon, who's finished second. It was in 2nd place after 2 rounds. He's coming back with a reverse 1.5 somersaults in a tuck position with a 2.1 DD. He's coming off the 5 meter.
Judges awards.
That was a solid dive by Corden.
7.
And she sees the
7,
results in the
7
referee's
1/2,
hands.
7 1/2, 6 1/2. Emily, 5 meter, 303C.
Emily, coming off the 5 meters, got a reverse 1/2 somersaults with a DD of 2.1. She'll be coming out in a tuck position.
Judges awards. 4 1/2, 5, 5, 5 1/2, 5. Leah, 5 meter, 203C.
We have Leia on the board. This is the final diver of round 3 of 5. She's coming back with a back 1/2 somersault in a tuck position. She's got a DD of 2.0 and she's coming up the 5 meter. She's just outside the podium positions, looking to make a run for the podium right now.
Judges awards. 5 1/2, 5, 5 1/2, 5, 5. Returning to the men's event, Vlad, 5 meter, 612B.
Next up, starting round 4 of 5, or round 4 of 6. I'm sorry, the men's open. We got Vlad from the arm stand somersault, coming out in the pike position. Got a DD of 1.7. He's coming on off the 5 meter. Clean dive. Really nicely done.
7, 7, 7, 8, 7 1/2.
Rewarded with some
Attila,
great
10
scores there.
meter, 205E.
Next up, we come back with Attila. In an arm stand forward, 2 somersaults. Coming out with a pike position, the big DD again of 2.4. He's on the 10 meter. He's our current leader and has been since the start. Sorry, I announced I wanted to back 2.5 somersaults.
8 1/2, 8,
Big
8
dive
1/2,
for Attila.
8, 8
Big
1/2.
numbers.
Bennett, 5 meter, 401B.
Bennett with the inward dive is coming off with a pike position. DD of 1.5 coming off the 5 meter.
Judges awards. 6, 7, 6 1/2, 6, 6.
Big dive for Bennett.
Returning to the women's event.
And Attila,
Zita,
after round 5,
7,
Attila is still the
second
leader of
105.
that event. We're moving into the round 4 of 5 women's open. We have Zita, forward 2.5 somersaults, coming out in a pike position. You got a DD of 2.4. And should be coming off the 7.5 meter.
Judges awards.
Fantastic dive by
7
Zita.
1/2, 8,
Some
7
7s and
1/2,
8s
7, 7 1/2.
on the cards. Great dive for Zita. She's
Natalie,
the current
5
leader
meter,
right now.
403C.
After round 4, so after round 3, Zita was our leader. As we move into round 4, we have next on the board Natalie with an inward 1.5 somersaults, coming out in a pike position, in a tuck position with a DD of 2.2.
Judges awards. 6 1/2, 7, 6 across. Robin, 5 meter, 403C. Judges awards. 5 1/2, 6, 4 1/2, 5, 4 1/2.
Fantastic dive.
Lucy, 5 meter, 403C.
Lucy, inward, 1.5 somersault.
Judges awards. 6 1/2, 5 1/2, 6, 5 1/2, 6 1/2. Anna, 5-meter, 303C.
Anna, reverse 1.5 somersault, coming out in a tuck position, DD of 2.1. She's on the 5-meter.
Judges awards. 5, 4 1/2, 4, 5, 5. Gordon, 7-meter, 105B.
Next up, we have Corridon. She's diving a forward 2.5 somersault, coming out in a pike position. It's got a big DD of 2.4 on this. She's diving off the 7.5.
Judges awards. 6, 6 1/2, 6, 7 1/2, 6. Emily, 7-meter, 405C.
Emily, inward, 2.5 somersault, coming out in a tuck position. Got a big DD on this, 2.7.
Judges awards. 6, 6 1/2, 5 1/2, 6 1/2, 6 1/2. Leah, 5-meter,
Big dive for
303C.
Emily. Leah, reverse 1.5 somersault, coming out in a tuck position. She's got a DD of 2.1, coming off the 5-meter.
Judges awards.
Solid dive for Leah.
6 1/2.
Great score.
6 1/2. 6 1/2.
That
5
completes round
1/2,
4
6.
of 5. Heading on to round 5 of 6 for the
Returning to
men's open.
event,
We have
Vlad,
Vlad
5-meter, 5231B.
diving the back 1.5 somersaults with a half twist in a free position. He's got a DD of 2.1. He's coming off the 5-meter.
Judges awards.
Great dive for Vlad.
6, 5 1/2, 6, 5 1/2, 6. Attila, 10-meter, 614B.
We have Attila with an arm stand forward with 2 somersaults coming out in the pike position. He's got another big DD of 2.4, and he's diving off the 10. Attila is our current leader and has led the field since the first round. Let's see if he can hold on to that lead.
Judges awards. 4, 3, 3 1/2, 3 1/2, 3 1/2. Bennett, 5-meter, 612B.
Next on board, we got Bennett, an arm stand somersault, becoming out in a pike position. He's got a DD of 1.7, diving off the 5-meter.
Judges awards. 5, 4 1/2, 5, 5 1/2, 5.
After 5 rounds, our
Turning
leader
to the
is
final round
Attila,
of the women's event,
followed by Vlad
Zita,
and Bennett.
7-meter, 405C.
Starting our final round of the women's open, we have Zita from Revolution, inward 2.5 somersaults, coming out in the tuck position, a big DD of 2.7. Zita is our current leader and has been leading the field since the first round as well. Really good dive. It's a really solid last
5
dive for the event.
1/2, 5, 4 1/2, 5, 4 1/2. Natalie, 5-meter, 612B.
Natalie is up with an arm stand somersaults in a pike position. It's got a DD of 1.7. She's coming off the 5 meter.
Judges awards. 6 1/2, 7, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 7. Robin, 10 meter, 6-1-2B.
Next up, Robin with an arm stand somersault. Student coming out with a pike position in a DD of 1.9, coming off the 10 meter.
Judges awards.
Good solid dive for Robin.
5 1/2, 4 1/2. Lucy, 5 meter, 5-2-3-1-D.
Next up, Lucy's had a great event, coming back with a back 1.5 somersault with a half twist. She's coming out in the open position with a 2.1 DD, diving off the 5 meter. Just outside the podium. Can she get back on that podium? We're going to find out right away.
Judges awards.
Great dive for Lucy.
5 1/2, 6 1/2, 5 1/2, 5 1/2. Anna, 10 meter, 6-1-2-B. Judges awards.
Anna with an
6
arm stand
1/2,
somersault
6 across.
and a pike. Really good
Gordon,
scores for Anna.
5 meter,
Great
5-2-3-1-D.
event for Anna. Congratulations. Next up, Gordon. Arm stand somersault coming out in a pike, 1.9 DD.
Judges awards. 4 1/2, 4 1/2, 4 across. Emily, 5-2-3-1-D on the 5 meter.
Emily, our second last diver of the event and the weekend, a back 1.5 somersaults with a half twist, coming out in a free position at 2.1 DD.
Judges awards. 5 1/2, 6 1/2, 6 1/2. And our final diver of the women's event, Leah, 5 meter, 5-2-3-1-D.
Our final diver for the feed and for the weekend is Leah Berman, Revolution, the back 1.5 somersault with a half twist, coming out with a free position, the DD of 2.1. Puts down a solid dive.
Judges awards.
Oh, sorry, we still
6
have men's.
1/2
One more round of
across.
men's. My apologies.
Returning to the final round of the men's event, Vlad on the 5 meter, 105C.
Moving into our final round for the boys and final round for the weekend. My apologies, we did have 3 more dives. We have Vlad coming out with a forward 2.5 somersaults, coming out in a tuck position and 2.4 DD on the 5 meter.
Judges awards.
Great dive, Vlad.
4 3 1/2, 4 4. Attila, 10 meter, 5-2-5-1-B.
In our layers since round 1, Attila Bernatsky from Revolution coming out with a back 2.5 somersault with a half twist, coming out with in a pike position, the DD of 2.6 on the 10 meter. Excellent dive by Attila and an excellent event.
6, 7, 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 7. And our final
Great event
diver
for
this
Attila.
round in this event is Bennett on the 5 meter, diving 5.231 deep.
And our final diver for the weekend, Bennett climbs Circon from Revolution, back 1.5 somersault with a half twist, coming out in a free position, a DD of 2.1. Wow, what a great dive. Best dive of the event for him.
5, 5 1/2 across.
Wow,
And that
what
includes
an
the
exceptional
platform
event.
Open event and the Manitoba provincial competition. Thank you so much to our officials, our judges, all of the coaches, all of our volunteers, and especially our athletes. Well done, everybody.
So on behalf of the broadcast crew, Garrett and Peter and myself, thank you so much for joining us today. And for the entire weekend, we
If I can just have your
enjoyed
attention for one
sharing
more
our
moment, can all the athletes please
with
remain
you
behind
and the
for
rest of the
special
world.
announcements.
You have a great summer. We'll be back in the fall with more events. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and like us at Diving for our Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook pages. And don't forget to share our links with your friends and family. You have a great summer. Take care.